stadium, smaller capacity, but these fans make it special. From the run-on of all the students to start the game, they are loud and passionate every time the football is kicked off in Texas. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. From the gun, it's Amador. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes a man miss. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Hauls it in. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. And the Bears in a good spot here with second and short. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be second and 10. They'll ride him again. Nice move to pick up yardage. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. To throw, it's Jamison. Right side, it's Amador. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. They're in the red zone, first and 10 from the 20. It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one is second and 14. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Rushes on. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. That thing would have hit us. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Hits inside. It's Amador. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. The fake wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Willis. Free up the gut. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
And QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggone receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I miss QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Sells to run, looking to pass. Still looking to his right. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, they won their first national championship last year, something I know many in the fan base thought would never happen. And now, also for the first time, they're the hunted. How do you handle that over the course of the season?
You got to raise your sense of urgency, no question about it. David, every day this offseason has felt like a celebration on campus for their fans. Winning that title a year ago, but now you got to know you've got the target on your back.
I get that. I understand that. But if you're a fan, keep celebrating, baby, because you got your first natty, man. It's fantastic. Whatever happens.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the...
Makes a grab past the marker. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted to fourth down to keep the drive going. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Throws it off the RPO. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Jamison. Makes the grab. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Bears have pushed it inside the 20. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
They need a huge play on third and long. Trying to establish the run. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. They were all over it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Smashes it between the... Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Let's talk for a second about Baylor. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, the defense, there's...
Trying to set the tone with the run. Got enough for the first down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Moving the pocket, it's Jamison. They'll run the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move. Dumps it to the back. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. And the Bears line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Here's the fair catch, and he'll... Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Turning it on! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Now they'll run the draw. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's going to fire to the left. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Bears will punt this one away. And the punt will hit at the... Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, when the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Looking to throw. Into the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And I like the alertness by this defense. 1st and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Look out! And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense... First down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Working the ground game. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7th.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field to lead the clock.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Back to pass, it's Jamison. Rush right in his face. And he slides down, and he got just enough to pick up the first down.
How about that critical moment in the fourth quarter? He hasn't really had a lot of success on the ground, but you put the ball in his hands. It's a pass play. You want to...
Open field on the right. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Straight ahead, it's Amador. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is...
Makes the grab in their space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bears. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Moves the pocket. It's Jamison. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. He's knocked down, but what? To come up with the interception. Looks like he's going to bring it out. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Quick give. It's Pointer. Got the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Hands it off. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The run inside. It's Amador. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the back. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Stepping to the right. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. The Bruins choose to use their final timeout here. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
PAT unit on the field. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Fires to the right. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Oh, pressure's coming. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on third down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. Offense has it with really good field position. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Sets his feet. It's Jamison. Intercepted to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 50. The 30. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, UCLA! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
And they did tack on the extra point. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Smart move to keep it on the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Second down to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. No huddle here for the offense.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Quarterback changing the play. Now from inside the red zone. Got him quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Looking for a man. It's Jamison. Extending the play. Oh, he got loose. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Fires downfield. Finds a man on the right. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. And the Bruins come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wants to throw one first. He wants a big play here late. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Back to pass on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Palmer.